what's up, everybody? What's good? I'm sorry about being so late. Sorry about being so late, guys. I had to do some stuff. I had to spend fiat money. I had to go out there and get me some fiat money to spend some fiat money. It was all crazy. I don't like the fiat world. It's all hectic. Blah. If you guys are new here, though, my name is Tank. This is the IBC Again YouTube channel. We usually go live at 9:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. But like I said, I was running behind. Here, we cover everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets with always a specific super hyper interest of what's going on in the Cosmos ecosystem because we're cosmonauts through and through. If you guys would, do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to go. We can only do that with your guys' support, guys. All we ask is taking too little, like, just go ahead. It costs you nothing. It takes zero time at all. All you have to do is hit those little buttons down there and you would be like feeling like a good person because you're doing a good deed, right? So anyway, guys, do me a favor, do your mom a favor, do everybody in the ecosystem a favor. Hit that like, subscribe to the, why did I say do your mama a favor? That sounds so bad. Do everybody a favor. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel, guys, and we're going to get this ball rolling. Before I do, let me introduce you guys to some of our mods. We got Blau and Bren with us today. What's going on? Brent, are you there?
Yo,
I know Blau, I think he's using number
Yeah, I'm
one.
back. Hi, guys.
He's back.
What's
Guys,
up?
it didn't last very long. I brought the mods back because, you know, I'm all over the place anyway. I just might as well bring them back. It's not helping me. It doesn't help me at all being by myself. And before I go any further, let me give you guys some quick love. DJen, Chad, Peck, Matt Miller, Bren, of course, UK, Big Boy. What's up, Derek? What's up, guys? What's up, Crypto Moto? What's up, Fozzie? What's up, everybody? Apologies for being late. We bought my wife a Softail Slim, which is a Harley, and it's her favorite bike. It's one of my favorite bikes. And so, yeah, the guy was supposed to come like later on in the afternoon. Of course, they come early, and I'm like, way to listen. I guess I'll just be late. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Took a video of it and everything. Gotta do some touch-ups on it. But it's a pretty cool bike. Spent 95, but basically 10 grand on it, guys. 10 grand on a bike. Ugh. And I just bought a freaking golf cart. Gotta stop spending money. My mods are glorious. And they're beautiful. They're handsome men. They are. I can say that. I feel confident in that. I'm confident.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's so cute.
We love you too.
Guys, let's go ahead and jump on into it. A lot of bearish talk going around lately. I'm not going to say I disagree entirely, but let's just go ahead and see what the charts are telling us. And then if you guys don't mind, I'd love to pick your guys' brains while we're talking about the charts. Dow Jones right now, looking at it on the daily time frame using Market Cipher as our oscillator and indicator tool of choice. Right now, coming up to basically our 200 SMA. Again, don't dilute yourself or kid yourself thinking that we just pumped all the way back up to the 200 SMA. The 200 SMA did come down a little bit to meet the price action, but we have risen back up to the 200 SMA. Like I was saying before, guys, each time in the past, and remember the trend is your friend until it's not, that we did try to conquer the 200 SMA, we did get rejected. Now, we did pump through it just briefly here, but ultimately we did get rejected. We tried it here, we got rejected. We tried it here, we got rejected. So if you guys are in a position to take profits, now more than ever is probably a good chance to again realize some profits. I'm not telling you any kind of financial advice. I'm just giving you guys some food for thought. Maybe start taking slivers off the table so that you ensure yourself some kind of gains or some kind of benefit from taking a position anywhere down here. Not financial advice. You guys do you. Again, different strokes, different folks. Everybody's got to make their own choices. But that's my humble opinion, right? Like if the trend is our friend until it's not, until it's completely not. Again, the trend is telling us right now that each time that we come up to the 200 SMA, we get rejected. So maybe as we do come up and retest this, take some profits. Do you guys concur, Bren, Blau? Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Concur. What a big word. Who am I?
I think me and Blau were both waiting for each other to talk there. That's why we had that awkward silence.
Good call. I'm going to call you guys out individually.
Yeah.
Bren, what do you think?
I concur. I think you should definitely be securing profits right about now because it is never 100% where the market is heading. Obviously, I have my standings. Tank has his. Blau has his. Everyone has their own, but take profits.
Nope. And I will say before we go to Blau, I will say, You know, that's a great point. Everybody has their own perspective or point of view, and definitely position per their own allocations and per their own portfolios. I've been saying, and I just want to stand on this hill and, you know, kind of clarify some things. I've been saying that I think the worst of it is behind us. You have to understand, though, when I said all of that stuff, I already realized 100% of my initial investment back. I've secured that back and profits, and now I have long-term holdings. So I'm free and clear entirely. So even if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. I was already right. Like, you know, I was already right for per my positions. Now we could reverse because like I said, there's a lot of bearish talk out there, and that we're going to keep bleeding. And this was just somewhat of like a relief rally. And I'm not saying I fully disagree with that, but I'm saying I'm right already per my own position, my own hill that I'm standing on, right? Take profits. And usually you'll be in those positions where it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You're already, you know, you've already proven yourself to yourself, because that's the only thing that matters. But with that being said, and me trying to clear that up, Blau, what do you think? Do you think this is a good time to be taking profits, or do you think we're going to go back down and retest some certain levels?
Always good to take profits. That should always be done, honestly. Right now, I think the 200 SMA, like you pointed out, it will provide some sort of resistance, but doesn't mean that it have to go down where it was. Yeah. I mean, I saw an interesting post today from I can't remember the name of that guy, and he was pointing out some certain pattern. It's called bump and run, and it's really interesting because it's really evolving into that. So maybe we will break the 200 SMA right away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We might like, again, I've already taken my stance, and again, caveats, right? It could be wrong, but I think more than likely the worst is behind us, and we possibly could. If you think about the averages, right? And again, the more times you test support and or resistance, the more chances you are likely to break through that said support and or resistance. We've done it 1, 2, 3 times now. This would be the 4th time. You know, maybe we're coming back up, and maybe, you know, not to say that we have to blast off and completely pull away from it, but maybe this is the time that we actually reverse back and stay above it. If you go and take a look at the weekly, right? If you go and take a look at the weekly, we're in a really good position right now. And if you zoom out, you can see there was only very few times that we actually completely on the weekly for the Dow Jones cut straight through the 200 SMA and stayed below it. This, like, look, this back here was 2008 to about 2010. We all know what happened in those 2 years. Well, most of us do. Some of you guys might have not even been in the market back then. And then we had the Black Swan event. I got to be careful about what I say because YouTube, back here in basically March 2020. And then again, we had it back here, right? So like real Black Swan, real big, you know, reasons why those stayed underneath the 200 SMA. But if you go on averages, you can see, and you can just eyeball this actually, right? We have 1, 2, 3 times that we've done this versus look at the 200 SMA. 1, you can say that's kind of a test. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, obviously the vast majority of times that's a good place to get in once you come down to that 200 SMA. So again, caveats to that, right? Like little, you know, things to take into account because we never know, but I'm just going by averages. We might actually do a bump and run. We might actually just keep going or thread on top of this for a little while until we actually start pulling back away from things. In any case, let's take a look real quickly at the Market Cipher B section of our charts, which is the lower section of the charts. Again, you can see on the daily time frame, our RSIs still don't look all that bad. We're still in the green. Momentum waves are still relatively low while we're making these mountain ranges, right? Like the mountain range to the upside is the positive money flow. The anchors to the downside, obviously selling pressure, you know, and we use those to tell ourselves, these anchors and mountain ranges on Market Cipher, whether we are getting exhausted or not, right? The deeper the anchor wave, especially when it gets down to the 60 line, this white line right here, usually tells us the closer and closer, or the deeper and deeper past it gets to from that 60 line is usually a good place to start, you know, laddering in. It usually is a good place to start telling us on average of when exhaustion for selling pressure is going to happen. You can see that it doesn't stay below that for very long, right? And also in reverse, if you take a look at the mountain ranges, same thing, just in reverse with this 60 line here. The most of the time, whenever we get up to that 60 line, we don't really stay above it for very long. Now, the difference is the angles and the peaks and the cuts as far as how sharp they are in these ranges, right? Like, again, one of these days, Blau, we should probably get into like how people use Market Cipher, because there's like, again, perspective. It's all about how people are reading things. But from my humble point of view, when I see strong cuts, and I mean like knife looking edge, like points, either to the upside or downside, that's usually not good, right? Like I always talk to you guys about angles and stuff like that. Right now, what we have is a really, really blunt move to the top, right? Especially if you zoom in, you can see it's more blunt versus a sharp move like this right here. And same thing to the downside, right? Like these sharp moves, they usually don't stay down there all too often when it's a sharp knife to the down move. Now this, obviously, if you zoom in, right, more blunt when you zoom in. So again, that's kind of what I'm seeing right here. We could stay up here if we can stay basically where we are with price action. That's kind of what I'm getting at with my rambling there. Does that make any sense, chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't look all too bad. I do expect, I want to see some ebb and flows happening soon. And I would expect it to happen on the 200 SMA. So as we ebb and flow, right? I would like to see a little bit of selling pressure. It's not bad. You need to have sellers to have more buyers. I myself am not going to keep buying if you keep on pumping green candles in front of me. That's weird to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't buy green candles. I like to buy retests. I like to buy blood. I like to buy fear. I like to buy, sell-offs. That's what I'm looking for right now. And that's what I want to see that's what I want to see realistically happen in the markets for me to remain bullish. So again, you got to look at it in a different light. But right now, guys, the Dow Jones only down 0.16%. And all you bears that are out there saying, oh, bull trap, really? I mean, maybe, but like, really? Off what? 0.16%? We've had those 1, 2, 3, 4 times just recently, my friends. Just recently. So again, just kind of food for thought. A TA class would be super nice. I think I should definitely have Blau on that, though, because I ramble way too much.
I can help you.
Yeah, I definitely would. You know what? We should definitely do that. Again, NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ down 0.22% right now. Not all too bad. Guys, got to remember, we start on many green days like this. We start many green days in the red, and then we reverse it into the green. That's what's been happening recently. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen today, but that's what's been happening for the vast majority of price action recently. But right now, guys, retesting, if you guys look right here, we're on the tops of these previous wicks, previous resistance right now. And so that's a good thing, right? Expect a little bit of resistance while we're trying to overcome this past resistance that we were once in before. Ooh, excuse me, I had to burp. But all in all, looking good. Russell down 0.77%, coming up to that 200 SMA. So far, if you zoom in on the daily, we got rejected, getting rejected right now. The good news right now is look at the bodies of these Heikin-Ashi candles, right? Again, always setting a higher position. Right, so far, this one might reverse. And that's what I wanted to get at. This is what I'm watching for the Russell, because remember, the Russell is our leading indicator for the rest of the index, the traditional index funds or charts that are out there right now. So again, the Russell, I'd like to see us close even if it's just above this previous candle on Friday that we closed. If we close above for the vast majority of price action, that's bullish. Look, we're at it. Look, zoom in right now. We're above it right now. It doesn't have to be a bullish move. It can just be a minimal move, a sustainable move, and that's still good news for us, right? If you zoom in, that dotted line right there, we're still above it. We are still above it, my friends. So that's, still all good things. Now, we're going to watch it for the remainder of the day. And if price action closes below our previous high, that's a sign, right? Like this candle, but ultimately it didn't last very long. Like, look, even when it happens before, what happens? We take a little bit of a breather, we compose ourselves, and we may be doing a bump and run. SPX right now, we're still doing a really good thing. Look, current candle, stay above our previous candle. And I'm not talking about wicks, I'm talking about the bodies of it. If we can stay above it, that's good looking things, right? We're coming up to the 200 SMA. As we're coming up, take slivers of profits off, maybe not the whole thing, but realize some gains. Be winners, my friends, be winners at all times. And right now, guys, we're just going through the normal routine, the normal like movement in the ocean of ebbing and flowing. With the waves, they're just, they're going up and down. That's what happens. That's what happens in the ocean of trading, guys. Like, expect volatility when you're coming up to key levels. The 200 SMA is a key level. This isn't, I wouldn't look, Bears. I wouldn't be saying this is the time right now. Matter of fact, I think, Brent, didn't we talk about this before? I personally think, and let's go into Bitcoin. I personally think, right, that if I was a bearish option trader, would I be taking my positions now after I just had to lick my wounds off a $90 million call-in for all these option traders that were bearish, right? You guys got to remember, from 24 to 25, when we closed it on Friday, the bulls won, or got a position. We won. I'd say we won as a whole, $90 million worth of options on that close. Not a lot, but that was, if you're a bearish option trader, like, that still sucked, right? Like, would you still be taking that position now? Or would you wait for some other key levels of resistance for us to, for momentum to exhaust itself even further? This could be a good position, but I would wait until it exhausts itself again or runs into another key level of resistance before I start shorting. You know what I mean? Why would you take another same position at the same place you just took a position and just got your butts kicked? Not bad, but got your butts kicked either way, right? So that's like my opinion about it. Could be wrong. They could be doubling down on their position right here at 24,000 being a strong level of resistance. We're seeing it actually have a struggle bus time right now to hold up on the charts. Could be wrong, right? But for me, if I just took a $90 million wound, I'm going to wait a little bit longer for price action to maybe run into another key level of resistance and or to again exhaust itself. I'm rambling a little bit, but the flip side of that argument is, and again, because I never like to be stuck in a bias, the bears might actually have something to taking on a double down position right here. There's not a lot of people willing to reinforce it doesn't seem like, right? Look at the price action right now. Like, there's not a lot of fresh new money protecting 24,000 right now. Could be wrong, but Monday opens, I would like to see, especially after a position like something that we went through with the options just recently, I would have really liked to seen it kind of pump up to 25, 26 and maybe flirt between 25 and 26 for a little bit. So again, you got to think about that, right? I'm free and clear, so it doesn't matter to me. But like, if you guys have not realized profits, think about that. As I'm telling you all these bullish maybe opinions, I also have a bearish opinion. So, think about it. What do you guys think, Blau?
Well, I would say we are due for some sort of rally for Bitcoin. I know I bring this up all the time. I'm watching the MACD closely as I can, and I mean, we had just a bullish cross. And also the Heikin-Ashi candles don't show any shadows, or just not that much shadows to the downside.
Yeah.
I'm on the weekly, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and this could imply that we will see a rally in the next few months, weeks, that could bring us up to like 29, 30K before there will be a substantial, downwards pressure again.
That is like, guys, that, like I was saying before, this section right here where I just marked it, 28, like if you just, take that off right there, where these on the weekly time frame, you can see right here, right? That's going to be good levels of resistance. Do not kid yourself. If we can break free from where we are right now and get up to where Blau was saying, that will be, if you don't realize profits, you better realize profits around there, because that will be a strong level of resistance. Take a look at it, guys. I can just, like, right there, $29,022. Look at the bottom of those wicks on the weekly. We boom, 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 that's going to be treated again as resistance. Past support is going to be treated as resistance as we come up to that. So just giving you guys my thoughts about that. But that is a big if we get up to there, right? We need to break away from where we are right now. So again, there, yeah, I believe, like, you know, I've been following your MACD. Again, guys, if you guys don't follow Blau, I think I posted it many, many times.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys don't follow Blau, do so. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up right here.
Just to get back to it real quick, I'm not saying that we are not going to visit lower levels afterwards. It's also highly probable that Bitcoin can break down to the previous levels we've seen before starting off again. It's all about the rallies we see. I mean, it could be a relief rally. I'm sorry for rambling, but also that doesn't mean that we see a substantial new uptrend in new highs. Just to be clear.
Yep.
That's why you should take profits along the way and reinvest. If we go down.
And Bitcoin right now, you know, we'll just go back to the actual charts and kind of give you guys my 2 cents. We're down 0.93% right now, holding at 24.93. You know, I just want to point out, just on the daily time frame, we've seen these patterns play out before, right? Where we, you know, have our ebbs and flows, and then we have these. I'm kind of hesitant to write on it because there's a lot of writing on my charts. But as you can see, we get these candles where price action is kind of indifferent and kind of undecided on where it wants to go before, and then it starts making that run up a little bit more, right? So again, as we're seeing that play out, guys, just know that, you know, it's still a little bit too early to take a committed 100% stance on things. Like, I know a lot of bears would like to say just because we're not getting over these key levels right now, and that is a good point, that, you know, it is what it is in the markets, but I wouldn't go jumping in front of the train just yet. You guys just got hit with a little bit of some pain with your option calls, right? With $90 million having to be covered. So again, just some food for thought. You can see right now we're going back up to 24,135. So, yeah, give it some time, guys. Give it some time to play out. Market Cipher B showing a little bit of sell-offs happening with the RSIs, a little bit of rounding happening right now, but all in all, looking fine, looking absolutely fine. If I have to show you guys again, you know, when we have our ebbs and flows, that's when, you know, we're just recomposing ourselves, getting our second win before keep pressing on in our marathon, right? So it is what it is, guys. Anybody have any other questions? Brent, did you see any questions?
No, actually, Fozzie was just saying that I think honestly, I think that me and Blau might be too loud on stream and you might be fine, and he had to turn it down and said that you're too low but we sound fine, you know what I mean.
Hold on, let me it's tricky, guys. I apologize. I have you guys down. Am I too loud, Fozzie? Let us know, please.
No, he said you're too low but me and Blau are too high.
I have on OBS. I can't put it any more louder unless I put my face onto the microphone.
Honestly, it might just be a Fozzie thing because no one else has mentioned anything. So I don't know.
Is anybody else chat?
I priced myself a little bit down just for info.
Is anybody else having issues at all? Let me know, because I'm trying to fix it right now. There's no
response yet.
I know there's a little bit of delay. So Tank was good. G says I'm in 11% in stables just in case. Nice. You know what I would do? Honestly, well, I can't give you financial. This is what I would do. And I would love, I don't want to segue too much off of this, but that's a really good, interesting topic. I would try to build up your stable bag even more. Like, I know we're kind of like on an uptrend right now, but like always try to work on increasing your guys' stable position. I know it seems the complete opposite, right? But you need to have, in my humble opinion, I have a stable position at all times of about 75% versus the rest of like what I'm invested in. Sometimes throughout the movement of my investing, it does get kind of like 50-50 at most, but I never, ever extend my investing portfolio. There's two separate, right? There's trading portfolios and there's investing portfolios, but I never extend my trading portfolio more than what I have invested. So like, if I have 50% of my overall, capital out there, like I will have exactly that same amount worth in stables at any given time. And as if my assets are pumping, I will try to take profits and try to increase my stables to keep up with that price point rising. That's the name of the game, guys. Never overextend yourself or overweight yourself too much on one side. So like if you have 10%, I would try to increase that, my friend. Blau, does that make any sense? What do you do?
I'm full into crypto. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm fully weighted on the left side.
No, I just DCA every week basically on 2 days. So I have a certain rate I'm willing to spend into the cryptos at all, and I'm just sticking to that strategy after all because it gives me stabilization over everything. So having some stables aside is never wrong, but you have to use them in a proper manner to actually catch important levels or bottoms, for example. So I think it's a personal thing actually how you use them.
Yeah, it definitely is. Different strokes, different. Everybody's got to do it. That's just again when I was giving my example. That's just my example, right? Brent, what do you do?
So, look.
Now I feel like you're way too soft. Hold on, let me. I feel like you're soft now. That's weird. All right, go again.
All right, so my situation is completely different, right? And that's because of just my financial situation overall. But if it was up to me, like if I could do it my way, I would do exactly what Blau said. I would be DCAing throughout this. Every month, I would allocate a certain amount to Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure, and then the Cosmos alts of my choice. But because of the situation I'm in, I don't have too much inflow into crypto from fiat. I'm sitting on stables. I'm sitting on what used to be around 70% stables. Now it's like 50% because everything's pumping. So my portfolio is kind of balancing itself because of the pump. But honestly, I think DCAing for most people is the course of action. I don't think sitting on your hands and waiting for Goblin Town like me is the smart thing to do. It 100% isn't, and I acknowledge that. And I would much rather just be DCAing every month into things that I'm bullish on fundamentally.
Yeah, no, and it's really funny. I guess that it's I said I didn't want to go too much into this rabbit hole, but it's a really good, like bringing that up. And forgive me, I don't know. I think it was Fozzie or somebody initially asked that. Yeah, no, who brought it up earlier saying they had so much in stable? I'm sorry, I saw it and I'm having such a scatterbrain right now. But it was a really good. When I saw it, I was like, wait, we need to talk about that because that's it's important. It separates people and the longevity of their investing and or trading. And there is, as you guys are talking about, like what I said in how I manage my weighted portfolio versus like invested capital and what I have in reserves at all times. That is coming from the perspective or view of somebody that is I'm not bringing in any extra fiat money. I'm not bringing in any extra from anywhere else. This is me using what's in the game right now and making sure that it's always building more and more and more, right? Like that's not me bringing any more risk to what I already have out there, right? So that's one. Like, but when a lot of you guys might be having Coinbase accounts or whatever account that you guys use, where you literally from your bank account, fiat bank account, you guys are DCAing, whether it's manually or automatically based on whatever platform that you're using. That's a whole different. It's a different application to the kind of strategy, right? And so it is really, really interesting. But still, I think DCAing, if you're doing that, DCAing is like, again, it's such a no-brainer. It's a time-tested strategy as long as you're into good assets, right? It's not a guarantee, but it's a really good way to kind of just dump things down, take the emotions out of it and do it on autopilot to where if you're bringing in fresh fiat or bringing it in from an outside source, adding extra risk from your daily fiat miner job, right? And applying it to your investments, just pick a day, pick an amount that doesn't affect you all too much and invest with whatever you like per that. And then just set it and forget it. But for the people that are trying to grow what they already have, it gets a little bit tricky. And that's where I was coming from. Like for me, I like to have personally a balance in what's already in the market of us. Like it's around, it does loosen up a little bit, but it's around a 70-30 kind of split, right? Where I'll have 30% at all times into crypto, whether it's my long-term bags or I'm swing trading, whatever. It's all accounted into that, right? 30% of what I have reserved to invest is in. It's in, like I'm using it in crypto. And then 70% of it is divided into different stables. And I saw somebody ask earlier, what stables are you into? You guys got to remember, one of the things that really saved me in the crash of UST Luna was I was spread amongst different stables, right? Like I wasn't all into UST. I had a good amount there. I had about like 30 to 40,000. At one point it was like $50,000 of UST. And I was DJing. I was on Anchor. I was doing my thing. But then again, I had, bags in USDC. I had bags in USDT. No, what the hell am I saying? USD. Yeah, USDT. So many different stables. I had GUSD. I had all kinds of different variations of stables. I had DAI. I had all kinds of stuff, right? All over the place. Because, again, the point of it all is to manage risk and to spread it out. And never put all of your eggs in one basket, right? Like you have to use that same like concept even when you're reserving your stables. Like again, you spread it out so that way they can't just bomb you and you're done. They can't just take one bomb and you're done. You could take multiple flurries of attacks and still hopefully be okay. So again, that I would again try to get that up and try to get your stable reserves if you guys are trying to do similar things with your guys' investing, to where you are overweighted in stables versus overweighted and exposed into, crypto. One, you need to have capital to back it up. You can't do the 4x4 strategy if you don't have enough reserve capital to back it up entirely. You guys know how I like to do it, right? As much or preferably more on the way down every single time. So you can't do that strategy if you're not doing that. And then also, you can't keep that strategy going. You can't keep that portfolio going if you're not a profit taker at all times. So like, even if like I bought it, like again, I'm not going to get into like actual detailed numbers, like exact, but if I bought, Atom at the very bottom of when it just recently came down, and I see my overall, and been seeing it, my overall portfolio raise in dollar or in fiat amount and value amount, I'll just say that, in Kepler, right? I still need to be taking profits and using my assets, abusing those assets to take what I want from it. And that is, unfortunately, still fiat valuation, right? Like whether it be dollars or whatever, I'm still trying to increase my fiat bag, my stable bags, to go along with the increase of my investing bag, my crypto bag. So again, I know I said I wasn't going to get into it, but that we need to make a whole dedicated video talking about important things like that, because that's what really matters.
Yeah, maybe a video series or something, like a playlist on the channel that just has all of this, ready to go for people, because a lot of people are asking this all the time, and I feel like as much as you try to answer it, a lot of people still just don't have like constant access to it when they need to remind themselves,
We should do Brandon, we should do a series of how to do
Absolutely.
that. We should do a series of how to do that. And not just my point of view, because there's different ways I shouldn't say that. Peter's going to get me. There's multiple ways of doing things, right? Some people are going to be like, you're talking about skinning a cat. There's multiple different ways of doing things, right? Like, and so we should do that where we bring on, you two, myself, and even maybe a couple of other people if they, might have a good strategy and think that might be beneficial. We'll do a series of different strategies and different ways to grow your portfolio, or what's worked for the IBC gang, right? Or whatever title we want to give it. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, let's go ahead. Unless anybody has any other questions about Bitcoin, let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on. Let's go into Atom, as we're speaking about Atom. Back down to 1143. We're down 1.32%. All in all, guys, we're back on the 4-hour time frame. All in all, not too bad, guys. Look for the 200 SMA. Look for the 200 SMA to see if that holds up as support. On the 4-hourly time frame, since we started this on the 13th, the trend is to come down, touch that, and then bounce, right? So watch the 200 SMA on the 4-hourly time frame. That's right around $10.40. I know a lot of you guys will be like, $10.40. I don't want to go down another dollar. Hey, I'm just telling you guys realistically, right? It's on the charts. It don't matter what we want. It's what's in front of us. It's what the market's showing us, right? Let the market tell you what it wants to do, and then it's your job to respond accordingly. Don't try to will the market your way because it's not going to happen. So yeah, we got 2 touches, 1, 2. That's strong enough for me to take a look and watch $10.41. That might change. You know, over the next couple, I might go up just a couple cents or down, depending on what happens with price action. But watch the 200 SMA on the 4-hourly time frame. Watch on Market Cipher B if we do produce a green dot or maybe even a double green dot down here, because as you can see, every single time that we get lowered in the 60 on these anchor waves, which we're getting close to it right now in the 4-hourly time frame, that does usually provide a good place to maybe enter in for maybe a short-term scalp or maybe kind of like a midterm ish swing trade on the weekly time frame. But yeah, be on the lookout for that, guys. That's what I'm seeing right there. Oops, let me go to the daily and see what that looks like. The daily. Right now we're coming back down and retesting previous resistance that we had on the charts. Again, this white line right here. So, you know, par for the course. We're still above it. We're actually right on it, a little bit above it right now. So don't go freaking out all just yet. We're still looking A-okay. Long term, we have this trend line to the upside right here. Still away from it, but then again, that leads us to right about 10. On the daily, it runs about 1080, give or take. But again, on the 4-hourly time frame, we can come down just below that a little bit, right? I think the 200 SMA on the 4-hourly will probably come up to right around that range, right around, you know, this section that I'm telling you guys. 1060, 1080, probably hold up as support. Excuse me. And if that doesn't hold up, again, on the daily time frame, you guys know this section's on the charts. I'm going to go ahead, since it is Monday, put out the charts again. Let you guys see them. If you guys want to check them out, you guys want to refer back to them, come check out not just my charts, but what other people are putting out there on our Discord charting section. And you guys can just refer there. Yeah, join us, guys. Please do. If you guys are cosmonauts, if you guys are just into crypto, you guys like what you guys are hearing, you guys are like average Joes, you guys appreciate it, the effort and all this stuff, please like the video, subscribe, join us on Discord. We have a bunch of like-minded individuals. We like to stay pretty positive in our Discord and work towards all the same goal, and that is being profitable, right? Not financial advice, but we're all working towards the same thing. So I invite you guys to come join us. Link down below in the comments or in the in the detail sections. Are you two looking to get any more Atom at certain levels, or are you guys just like sitting back and watching?
For me, I will. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, Brett.
Either one of you guys.
I'm actually looking into it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, on certain levels, I will buy, no matter what.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page. I definitely do not have as much Atom as I want. It was initially my entry into Cosmos, and it was my biggest bag in Cosmos. But over time, with the airdrops and compounding and everything, right now Juno is my biggest bag. So
I think Juno has turned into a lot of people's biggest bags, because Atom used to be mine as well, and now it's not. It's actually not even second anymore, which is kind of it might be second. It's kind of crazy to me either way though, because yeah, just the way things have gone, it's no longer my biggest bag. I want it to be, but it's not. But yeah. I would love to obviously grab more Atom. I'm watching for certain levels. Go ahead.
Can I add to what I said?
Yeah.
So one thing I saw that was interesting the other day was Lavender 5 nodes.
Yeah.
So they're one of my favorite validators in the space, and I always keep up to date with what they're saying and stuff on Twitter. And they were making a long-term bags for, I think, his nephew and nieces, and he was going to buy a ledger for each of them and put in a couple $1,000s worth of Cosmos assets for them each. Not just Cosmos assets, actually, just crypto in general. Mm-hmm. And from the Cosmos assets, the only one he chose was Secret.
Did he say why?
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up now. If you want, I can even link it to you. And
can you link it to me? Send it to me.
1 second. All right, I DM'd you.
Let's see here. I'm going to buy a ledger for each of my nephews and put 10 coins, $500 up each coin, 5 for 5, yeah, or 5 at 1,000 on it. Which coin should I put on them? Wow, he didn't even, yeah.
And he explains why no Adam as well, which I found, like, does this guy know something that we don't?
Adam is great, but this is intended to be a set it for 10 to 15 years and forget it type situation. With that, the benefit of airdrops goes away. Adam is still great without the airdrops, but it's certainly a notable mention.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go into like why.
But it's still weird because it's like, yeah, the airdrops are amazing, but are you not confident that set it and forget it for 10 to 15 years won't have value for Adam? It's just kind of weird.
That is weird. That is weird. Right? I'm trying to think of it like is he looking at as far as like speculative price appreciation investment wise, or like, you know, because I always referred to Adam as like a damn dinosaur. Like it is a damn dinosaur, right? Like it gets you exposure to a lot of different benefits and perks, but as far until shared security, until consumer change, until all that stuff, right? Like it has been, admittingly, it's been a damn dinosaur. But like, I don't know. I would not leave out Adam. Why no Solana? Solana is great perks too. Their method of handling proof of stake is fascinating. And once their kinks are found, I believe it will. Again, forget 10 years. I would like to see. I wonder if we could get Lavender 5 on here to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if they could explain that.
That would be to like just elaborate a little bit more on their thinking. Because like as I think Secret is, I've said this a million times, right? And we'll move into Secret as well. Secret, it's a great project. I have not a lot of Secret in comparison to some others, but I have a decent amount of Secret, just because I like the whole, you know, privacy first aspect of things, and then on top of that, you have every you know, thing else as far as smart contracts being built with Cosmos, or not with the Cosmos SDK and all this other stuff. But so I like a smart contract that puts privacy first and foremost, and not like a secondary application onto their project. But I still have a hard time. And I'm going to be very honest, guys. I still have a hard time thinking that mass adoption is going to latch on to the importance of privacy. Because if you look at the traditional, like, you know, the centralized world, the normal people, the regular Joes and Janes out there, most of them don't care. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now. Like, even yourself, I'm just going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be very, very honest. You know why you don't care? Because you use TikTok, you use Instagram, and you use Facebook. And you have an Apple phone. The vast majority of us don't care about privacy to that extent. When it comes to the ease of use, the just grab it and go kind of thing, more often than not, the vast majority of people would rather take convenience over privacy all day, every day. And it shows easily by our habits and what we use on a day-to-day basis. Now, I will say, I'm one of those people, but I still like blockchain. I still like crypto. I still like privacy. But is that enough? You know, even for a half-assed person like myself, for a privacy project to see super big explosions to the upside, to where an investment from 10 to, you know, what was it they said, 10 to 15 years, but like Lavender 5 is saying, is smart. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that was a dumb move. That's why I am hesitant always with Secret. Like, I have a hard time believing that the vast majority of people truly care about privacy. I'm just being real. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I think a lot of people right now aren't too big on privacy, and like I think someone said it in the chat right now. Yeah, J2000 said people don't care about privacy until the government overreaches, but then it's already too
It's already
late.
too late. Yeah, that's too
Yeah,
late. When
I agree.
when there's when you're already got your arms and your neck in the choke, like it's I don't know. It's just me. That I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know.
I think
But-
people have to get burned way more than they already did with such things before they even start to consider that their privacy is their own thing.
True.
And I also found a really funny, not funny. It's a very serious conversation, important conversation. But recently, I think it was like last week, people were talking about, is privacy a right? It's not. It's not. I'm sorry if you guys disagree with me. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's a privilege. It's a privilege for the people that get it. That's what it is. It's not a, if you live in any type of centralized third world government based society, you ain't got no privacy, rights to privacy. Period. You don't. It's the honest truth. Why do you, and it's by your own admittance. It's why do you think you see ads for things after you talk about it? You might have not even pulled it up. Why do you think your wife looks for certain things and all of a sudden you see it on your phone? Why you think your I forget what it's called or whatever, your home system, that your smart home system isn't listening to you and everything you say? I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of guy. It's the truth.
It's true.
It is listening for keywords all the time. Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I think we have to change the way we use our data we provide to those companies. So imagine if you would give out your data but would get paid for it. So
Isn't there
that
a
the
platform
company
working on
can.
that?
I'm sure there is. There was even a documentary about the thematics after all, but I think it would be the best way to handle problem if if you actually make the company pay for the data you provide to them.
Yeah. They're taking what the most valuable source of the most valuable asset right now is information, especially in this day and age, especially right now in the world. And we give it to them freely each and every day for convenience. Every single day we give it to them. So I have a hard time believing that the narrative of just privacy is going to be what slingshots a lot of these privacy networks or privacy plays to the moon. It's got to be something else. It literally has to be something else, along with the benefits of if you want to have privacy as well, it's here. Right, Karina? But it's got to be something else. I'm just being real. But yeah. What's up, Marcher? Hello, brother. How are you feeling? If you guys don't know, Night Marcher right there, that is my twin brother. Well, brother. We meet again.
You guys always say hello, brother, like just in a very
You should see us in real life. It's the same way. It's like a duel back in the old days where we cross paths and we're like, you with my face, the one that looks like me.
You here? What brings you to these part of the woods? How brother?
Dare you step on my side of the territory? We've spoken about this. Prepare to duel, sons. I can't say that because obviously his mom's my mom. Anyway, better, much better. You're feeling better? Okay. My brother had, I can't say it. Don't even say it. I almost said it. Don't even type it in my chat, brother. What are you trying to do? Wreck me?
I'm banning him.
Yeah. Can't take you down. You watched him smash? Yeah. You guys like Tarkov. You guys like, he's a streamer. By the way, we're going to talk about this later. Been really, really entertaining the idea of redeploying my Twitch stream and doing crypto stuff on Twitch again. My twin brother actually is a streamer for games. He's a master at Tarkov. If you've ever played Tarkov, you know it's very stressful, but he kills people. Kills people.
You gotta share a link to his Twitch.
Never.
Oh, never.
No self-promoting. No, I'm just
Oh, too bad.
Let me actually hold on. I will, guys. You guys want to see what my twin brother here. Fine. He's actually streaming right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and share this.
Let's make sure people not heading over there.
Yeah, you guys go over
Right
there.
now.
I'm gonna be pissed. Let me be pissed. There you go. There he is.
All right, see you later, Tank.
Oh, Snapple Doodles.
I'm gonna go mod his stream now.
Son of a... I knew it. See, I knew it. Don't you be coming over here, Marcher. Kick your ass. Anyway,
I just got 6 ads when I joined his stream.
Yeah. This if you guys don't go over there, this is what he looks like. This is him. I know there's a little bit of delay. Oh, stop it. You're showing me, showing you. Oh, wait. Or am I showing you, showing me? It's not working, but that's my twin brother over there. He's got a haircut, so he looks better than me right now. Stop looking at him. Anyway, go away, Marcher. I see you too, Peaches. All you Twitchers. Why didn't you guys ever come visit me over here? You guys hate
Dying.
me. Anyway. Anyway, guys. He came over here and you rated my stream without rating my stream. You tricky son of a bee. Get out of here. Anyway, we're talking about crypto. We're trying to make money. You go kill people with your Tarkov stuff.
I like that study on the stream right now. You see that, Blau?
What?
Sorry?
Yeah. How define min small?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that
Well.
on the stream?
I like that.
Wait.
It's true.
Wait.
I have to retweet that.
It is.
Just scroll a bit.
Why is this on there? Blau, this is you. That's why. Because of Blau. That's not me. I just want to set this. That is not me. That is because of Blau. I was looking at Blau's thing, and Blau actually has this on there for some reason.
Yeah, now I know why it got wealth, you know.
Yeah, now I know why I'm broke.
Good. Mr. Big D.
Okay, crap. I gotta stop it. The stream is going so everywhere right now.
It's going off.
Oh, okay. Stop it, Marcher. Peaches, get out of here, Peaches. Oh my gosh. Okay, later, Marcher. Peace out. Beat it. Damn it. Anyway, guys. We're gonna move on. We didn't even do anything. Look, we'll do some TA for secret real quick. But you know, we should do. Guys, I'm going to do a roundtable with people that talk about these issues and these discussions. Guys, like the crypto roundtable, something. Secret right now though, it is showing on Market Cipher on the daily time frame. It is showing a red dot. We are seeing it's coming down a little bit from previously reaching all the way up to 160. That was a nice little pump. I realized profits, but I didn't get the top again. Fact of the matter is you hardly ever get the top. So I did realize profits immediately. When we got above our recent highs here, I was like, took profits for a little bit more, but I didn't get the absolute top. But we are coming back down right now. All in all, though, Secret's still doing fairly well. So I don't want to FUD it at all, but we are showing signs that we could be coming back down a little bit for Secret. Juno, under $6 again, my friends, under $6. We do show the RSIs looking like they do want to come back down. And it does look like we are going to be testing certain levels for Juno again. Let me show you guys what those are. Again, I'm looking for 442 to 450. I'm looking for $4 basically, $3.96 to $4. And then again, I think that will hold up. I think that will hold up. But if I'm wrong, guys, I'm looking for all these levels all the way down below. I will put this in the Discord later on today once we're done with the stream, so that if you guys want to reference these levels, these key levels, you guys can do so. But right now, I'm watching to see if we don't hold up above 550. Look out for, again, $5, and then the obvious levels below, 442 to 450, $4, or $3.96 to $4, and then these levels down below. But a little bit too early to be jumping the gun. We are still above, like, you know, honestly, on the daily time frame. Let me show you guys. We're still just above this key level that we just broke through. So we could just be coming back down there, testing it at 580, and then just, you know, ebbing and flowing and being on our way. Osmo 116 down 1.75%. Could be coming back down to about 104 again. Again, I know you guys don't want to hear that, but it has been a level in the past of past resistance and support. And I would like to see, you guys know me, I like to see things get back tested and then pull away. I don't like to see things just pull away. So right now we're just ebbing and flowing between these two levels right here, which is 125 and right around 104. If we do that, it's all good. Stablecoin, Osmos stablecoin. Evmos, and also I do want to show Osmosis showing a red dot as well. Do you know not yet? Secret red dot. Atom, we had a red dot yesterday. So Evmos right now, not yet red dotish. But we are seeing things kind of slow down with the RSI on Market Cipher B. If you pull this down here and zoom in, you can see that we are just still above this key level, which was 185. We're above it by 4 cents. But that's the first level that I'm watching. If that breaks down, guys, I'm looking for 176. And then again, of course, I'm looking down to 157 to maybe start laddering back in a little bit and test these key levels of which was once support and resistance for that matter, and see if that holds up again over a long term. Evmos is really interesting though, so there is a little bit more things attached to that, but those are levels I'm watching short term right now. I don't even have Osmosis up. Does that make any sense? Anybody want to cover anything as far as those assets? Chat, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going lower? Let me know. What do you guys think?
I think Evmos is crazy, man. I think the fact that it's still holding a 500 mil market cap is insane in this bear market. It's just insane.
I agree.
Right. It's definitely undervalued in the long term, as everything is, but in the short term, it's like, how is it holding this value?
Yeah. There's a lot to Evmos, and I want to make a complete talking point live stream about Evmos and have other people on as well, but there's so much about Evmos. I don't even know if I want to open that can of worms, but it is super interesting. But yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy. Let me see here. Heavy on the Mr. What?
Yeah, he was calling me Mr. Brendy because I'm changing my name to Brendy apparently.
Why? I don't understand.
Because of the joke earlier with the study.
Oh, Evmos is like a volatile stablecoin, high APR. Yeah, I mean, what is the APR still right now? Let me see. Where's my mint scan? What is it right now? I still don't know what Shinto is. Somebody tell me what Shinto is on this.
It's Certic, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it called Shinto?
No idea.
Strange. Wow, it's just 3 per mint scan, which is it's never always exactly right on every one of them. Like Atom scan, mint scan, all that stuff is all different, but it's 337.59 APR. That's still high as hell. That's wild.
That's
huge.
insane.
That's insane. And the inflation is still 114. Huh. Bonded tokens 48.8 mil.
Yeah, it's huge no matter what you say.
Yeah. It's super interesting. What is right now? What is the Juno?
I think it's like 90 something. 63?
63. Yeah, 63. Guys, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a point, and it doesn't have to play out this way, but there's going to be a point when that inflation comes down to 20 and that staking APR, because I'm willing to bet that when the first year goes by and that goes down, there's if not already some people unstaking, which is wild to me. I don't know why. But I'm telling you, I think we're going to get back up to $10 real fast. I think so.
Like a little supply shock or something.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Not entirely, but there's so much things happening right now that it's hard to get into each and every one of those things, but because they're all individually so unique. But I do think, watch, if it's going to happen either way. It's going to either happen that way or it's going to happen the latter, or more people are going to stake and we're going to see the bonded tokens. I would like to see this go up to like 45 to 50 mil bonded tokens versus what's in circulation right now, right? I would like to see like that kind of ratio. I don't know exactly what that ratio is in difference between the two, but I would like to see kind of something like that. Either way, it's gonna, I think, increase the price of Juno. So super excited and interested to see what happens with price action after that inflation cut. What is Osmo right now?
It didn't do too much for Osmo, though, honestly. I think it's because...
Osmo's different, though.
Yeah, the token doesn't have the same utility.
Yeah. They're all different, that was what I was going to say. But staking APR, 26.82. Inflation is 46.43.
Do you think they will ever take away the zero fees on Osmo and
I think they
actually
have
help?
to.
Yeah, because that would actually help with the supply shock.
Yeah. I think they have to. What do you guys think about that, by the way? Do you guys think, or are you guys like anticipating at some point that Osmosis will take away and start charging like a more, I think, more realistic fee?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think especially when they actually have a native USDC. You know what I mean?
Please,
Or when they have limit orders. Like, right, you would have to have limit orders, you have to go off fees. Like, right, that's how you make money with limit orders. Fees. You can't.
It really should, yeah.
Yeah, you can't
I
do it with that
totally
low
agree.
fee.
Nothing is free, so.
No. I think they should too, Jared. I think so.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to bootstrap the community into using this DEX and having zero fees and it being accessible to everyone. But it's coming to a point where a proposal is going to have to come up for the longevity of Osmosis, and I think it's a necessity.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. And it would just, and I don't think it's gonna deter. I know it wouldn't deter me if they increase the fees. Like, it would not deter me one bit, because, like, let's be real. Like, Osmosis, unless some crazy thing happens, Osmosis is the DEX. It is the DEX, as they say, in college football, the Ohio State, or it's the DEX for the Cosmos. So, I mean, even if they raise fees, I think it'd be good for price. I think, like, if they were just to do that, we could see an easy $3 to $4 Osmo token, just because of that. Not to mention, there's many other things that could definitely lead into more price appreciation for the Osmos token. Do I realistically think that it's going to go back up to $10 or $11? Like, you guys want my honest opinion? No, I'm not even banking on that. I'm not even hoping that it, like, because realistically, in my mind, I think it's going to be kind of split in the middle here, where it's right around $5 to $7. Realistically, $7 on the bullish side of things. I think that's a fair valuation for the Osmo token for what I think Osmosis is going to bring. Now, once those things actually get released on the Osmosis platform, totally different. I've said many, many times, I look at Osmosis much like I look at Binance and BNB, right? Like, I really do look at the Osmosis platform and the Osmo token in the same light. So, when that kind of stuff happens, and being that it is still permissioned, when people start using Osmo to build, like, it's gonna be a different game. It's gonna be a whole different platform. So, story time. J2000 with his story time. Let me see. Persistence. Wow, persistence up right now. What? On the daily, though. On the daily, it's been hit so hard. Ooh. What? Hold on. Let's talk about this. This is the 15-minute chart, guys. What? From that low to where we are now, it's 15.27%. What's happening there? I'm still not impressed, because, well, I want, like, honestly. Yeah, I'm like, if you look at the long-term chart for persistence, it's just like, bleh. But, you got to take it as you get it. And if you guys bought that, you're definitely up in profits right now. So interesting though. Neta was doing really well. What do you guys think, by the way? Have you guys locked up your Neta?
No.
Nobody has. Anybody in chat? Blau, have you staked any Neta?
Not at all, no.
Do you have Neta, guys?
I have some.
I do not have any.
I have Neta. I've not staked any. I don't get it. other than like an NFT, like there's a promise for an NFT, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
I understand there could be a potential there. And I do understand a lot of people have like, just said F it because, if you're lucky enough to have bought Neta all the way down at the bare bottom and stuff like that, what was it? It was like, what was the bottom? Neta got down to like $35.
Wow.
Wow. I do wish I bought that. That would have been super nice. Like that's insane, right? Like you're in massive profit. Can I see that chart? Can I see that chart on the daily? No? Yeah, it'll show it to me. Like this is insane. If you bought this bottom right here, you're up 423% in 57 days. That's, you know what? Honestly, that's probably one of the better charts I've seen out of all of our assets from that same low. From that same low for in the past 57 days. A lot of them that we saw is up like 200, 150 something percent. Net is up 423%. That's insane.
I think it went up too fast
Yeah, like it's
in some way.
Neta actually only has a 5.8 million market cap, so
yeah, it doesn't take much. And there's like, so that's why I wanted to ask that question. There's like a lot of people are locking that up now for, what was it, like 16 weeks, 15 weeks?
something like that. Yeah.
Something huge. So with that lockup, guys, if you have some free Neta and you're not interested at all about the promises and stuff like that, you might be seeing, like, I'm being real, guys, you might see a $300 to $400 Neta soon, and maybe even beyond. To be honest, if they produce anything and put something out there of any sort of like value or use case, like we might actually come up here to this previous low, this previous high, right? Or rejection point, somewhere between 5.5 to about 700, something like that. They come out with something cool, have all, just like Polkadot, right? Have all those remaining Netas locked up and create some sort of like actual supply shock. Like it might be crazy. It might be the play. It might be the play. So again, I don't want to give you guys like financial advice. I don't go out there and like buy all kinds of Neta and stuff like that just because I'm saying that. But like, I'm really curious to see how this plays out. It's a very interesting thing because they burnt all, like anybody that didn't claim their Neta, they burnt it, right? There's only so much Neta. It's so small that the market cap can be influenced quite easily. In fact, Nick used to show this when he was on the stream. There's a website where you could actually see the whales that hold Neta back and forth. It's really easy to track. But there's actually, I got to find it for you guys if I can still find it. And it's super, super interesting, right? It's super, you got to follow the accumulation and who locks up what. That could be the play. It could be one of the best plays that I've been seeing as far as just speculative investor price appreciation. That's it. That's the only thing I'm speculating on right now. That could be a play. That, how many can we find the Neta DAO right now? Hold on. Because it'll show, right? Like how much Neta is actually staked right now?
Probably.
Hold on. Let me try to look this up real quick, guys. Neta DAO. Oh, no, that's Neta Money.
Isn't it netadao.zone or something?
Yeah, let me see. Neta. I don't know. I'll look it up later. I can't find it right now, whatever. But that is super interesting. Super, super interesting. 31.8K Neta, Jared says. Yeah. Is that how many is locked up right now? Or is that how much is out?
I think he was answering like the max.
The max is 31.8K Neta. Insane. Could you imagine having a, like it, and we're speculating maybe, could you imagine like there was only so much, and there is, it actually is true, right? Like same thing with Bitcoin. Could you imagine owning just one Neta in like 10 years?
It'd be huge.
Huge.
Well, assuming they deliver some type of value.
Yeah. Or it doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to provide some sort of value. Like it was meant to be a scarce source, of an asset. It's the same principle. Like really, Bitcoin doesn't do anything other than trade at a set perceived value for a scarce asset. That's the same thing Neta does, right?
It's the first mover though. It's got the name.
does,
behind
yeah, it does have
obviously.
first mover advantage. But I'm just saying, like, it in 10 years, it doesn't even, it could, obviously, like, there's, just because we trade the dollar and we do all this other stuff, there is different stores of value out there that people trade. So, like, you meant Bitcoin being one thing one year, and then you have another, in our ecosystem. You know what I just thought of?
Tell us.
What if Atom had its, not Juno, but Atom had its one store value token? Nothing, does nothing. It's just scarce. Just nothing. It's just scarce. You get it for staking Atom. It's the only way you get it.
That's a nice thought, actually.
You give Atom use case.
Yeah. You're onto something.
What if we had that? You guys take my idea. We're going jujitsu. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll. Yeah. Am I still in Jake Quant's? No, I came up with it just now. I don't care if you came up with it earlier. It's me. You wanna roll, Quan? Come to my card. Come to my card. I got all kinds of crooked fingers. No, but like that would be something else, right? That's it. I'm paying for it. We're investing into it. Maneki DAO. We're investing into creating a store value for the Atom token. We're reinventing our entire space. That's what we're doing. And you guys are selling your Manekis. By the way, I'm gonna bring that up right now. Whoa.
Good. Shake the weak hands.
Yeah. Hold on. Stargate. Let me bring this up right now. Don't think I don't see you guys. I see you guys. And that's okay. You can do it.
Dude, look, it's right there. It's right there.
Oh, it's up. Wait. Hold on. Is it because is it because we're getting the most, like, how does it land here? Is it because we're the most popular? We're one of the most popular?
Among the most popular, yeah.
Is that how you get there? Is that because we're amongst the most popular?
I mean, look at the three above it: Stargaze, Punks, Space Ape, and Bad Kids. I think they have like the most traction in Cosmos now.
You guys are the best. Every Maneki holder is the best.
It's cool, actually.
Super cool. But look, it's increasing. We've got 17 of them for sale right now.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to put up a discussion on Commonwealth so we can start buying back the ones near floor, or like set. Obviously we're gonna have to talk about when we're gonna buy them. But...
Yeah. What's too low? What is too low? You guys are, in my humble opinion, as a community member, cutting your nose off to spite your face. Too low. I get it though. You do you. You don't want to be part of the cool kids. I get it. Go. Just go then. It's all right. Just leave. Don't look back. Just leave.
We get it. Just, if you come in the bathroom, just don't expect for something to happen to you, right, kids?
Yes.
I'm dying.
Look, we can't. No threats here. No threats. Just leave. Don't look back at me. You broke my heart. I get it though. You guys do you though. But once these are gone, they're gonna be gone. Because I want to get rid of them. That's my humble opinion. I want to get rid of these somehow. I don't want them ever to come back. I don't want you. Once you leave, don't come back in this door again. No. Yes. No. Take me. No. Yes. No. Bye. I'm going to burn them. I'm going to burn all your clothes, all the mixtapes I made you, the goldfish you gave me. I'm going to throw it out the bowl. Everything. I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm just ranting right now. Guys, I do want to shout outs to Kevin Garrison with Oni, guys. I thought this was hilarious. I'd like to nominate Crypto Tank for the best radio voice in Cosmos. But the real question is Tank's voice actually a Trojan horse getaway drug for ASMR? Yes, it is, Kevin. And the vast majority of you guys think as well, guys. We'll go on Twitch and we'll do ASMR crypto streams where I whisper to you guys. In a pool, by the way. We're gonna do ASMR / in a hot tub pool.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
And we're gonna whisper charting and crypto. It's gonna be the best of all three worlds.
I'm curious how that will turn out. But go for it, man.
I'll even have a rubber ducky inflatable around me, that'll probably get stuck. But yeah.
Can me and Blau get in the tub with you in
Yes.
the inflatable
Oh.
pool?
Yes.
Just dancing.
Well, as long as we don't sell the bathwater, everything is fine for me.
We are definitely selling we're selling the hot tub water for extra because you guys know we're self-funded here. We need to do something.
True.
So I'm just saying I will sell the hot tub water if you guys want it. But but shout outs to Kevin.
I'm dying.
Thanks, Kevin. Love you, man. Love it. I don't want to be, because it's been silly. It's been a silly stream, right? I don't want to bring shade or nothing like that, but I think this is really important. And I'm going to get into it. Whatever. I got to get into it. I have to. I want to take a quick moment and just address some things that's been really really been going around a lot recently in our space. And that is, this discussion about validators, the minimum commission, the way certain validators do certain things, the way certain projects are doing certain things, are choosing to do certain things, and the way people are expressing themselves. Okay. Now, this is just me talking for me. And while I just want to set this record straight as well. I consider this channel, the Discord channel, and everything we do as a community owned kind of thing. Like, I know it's not, but that's the way I view it. I really, really do, honestly. I think the Discord is for everybody. I think this channel is for everybody. I don't take allocations from people. I try to stay in the middle so I can give out my not my unbiased, my purely opinionated but straightforward, genuine opinion, at all times. I don't want it to ever be diluted. I don't want it to ever be jaded. So I'm gonna be very real and speak about some stuff that's super, super important that I think people need to understand, at least for when it comes to coming here. Okay. I like certain projects, certain individuals, certain validators and entities that are providing multiple different things, whether they're relayers, NFT projects, developers, just regular people in the ecosystem. I like them all individually for their own individual personalized, their own individual things that they contribute to the space. Is anybody perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. Not at all. Not far from perfect. Far from perfect. And we all make our choices, and we all have to learn how to live with those choices, right? I do want to say, everybody has the right. Everybody has the right. And because this is what I do. I'm not always right, but everybody has the right to express themselves. There is a difference between utilizing that right to express yourself in a constructive manner versus being a dick and just being trolly or toxic. There is a point to pushing your thoughts. There is a point to pushing your narrative or pushing your reasoning behind why you share what you share. And I'm talking to everybody, by the way. Nobody's safe from this, including myself. This goes for myself. And then there's a point to when you're doing it so much that you're just being a toxic dick. And while I'm not here to judge anybody, and I'm not here to yell at anybody or shake my finger at anybody, I will say, as far as the IBC gang Discord goes, the channel, and what we produce out there, if I ever have a concern, it's genuinely, if I ever share it, it's generally because it is concerned for my brothers and sisters in this space. It's not a personal thing. I'm genuinely curious to know if I'm wrong. I'm genuinely curious to know if we could do better. I'm genuinely, what I'm trying to get at is I'm not out there with a pitchfork and a torch trying to execute somebody or pass judgment and be the judge and jury at the same time. That's not my role. I don't ever want that to come out that way. But I will say, if you come to our Discord, whether you're friend or not, I will not stand personal attacks on individual characters outside of the main topic of whatever you guys are arguing about. Period. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's unconstructive. That's beneath us. And if we are grown people, we should be acting like grown people and being civilized. Do not throw stones if you live in a glass house. All of us live in a glass house. If you don't think that applies to you, don't watch this channel anymore. Don't come into Discord. Don't do any of that stuff. We all have our faults. Don't come into I don't care what connection you have with me or this IBC stuff. If you think you're above that, bye. We don't need that. All of us live in glass houses. None of us are perfect. And we should never be attacking individual. Like there is, I get it. Be protective of the space. I am. But there's a way to go about doing that stuff, guys. And that goes for everybody. Don't come chasing people in my Discord, which I'm saying mine, but it is. I started it. I treat it like everybody's, but don't come in here and chase people down to promote your narrative. Don't. Put it out there for other people to see. Put the information out there for other people, or make a different type of attempt. But please don't, for God's sakes. It's not good look. It's not a good look. We could be better. It's just information. Put it out there for people. But personal attacks, attempts to go out of your way to hinder somebody's personal day-to-day interactions, like, I get it, right? Like there is a fine line, but there's a better way of doing it, is all I'm trying to say. And I also would like to say that this from Rama, like, I'm again, yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just go out and say it. It's this whole gelato thing. I'm just going to go out and say it for the record, right? This whole gelato thing has gone to this weird point right now where it's like, for somebody who's a talking head trying to stay on the line, but provide my thoughts, my concerns at the same time, while still trying to be capable of being open-minded to hear the opposite side of the discussion, gets really hard, especially when you have relationships and partnerships with other individuals might think completely opposite, entirely completely opposite. And I'll be fully transparent. Jacob obviously has been very vocal with Gelato and Homestead. Homestead is on my show because I like Homestead as a person before he even started doing anything with Gelato. And we've talked about it before that we've always wanted to keep whatever he's doing with Gelato and the NFT Thursday thing separate. I respect him as a person. So far, he has have nothing ill to say about him on a personal interaction level or anything like that. I do have my concerns, though. I also do have my questions about what they're doing as far as Gelato and some of their promises and or the way that they are promoting their validator. I'm not going to lie, but just because they're my friends or I consider Homestead my friend, I still have my concerns. Do I think it's healthy? No, I've always said that, right? Better business practices, stuff like that. Like, right? I'm not going to pull punches. I don't think it's, nah. But I'm going to let the data speak for itself. I'll put it out there. It's at some point it becomes the community's job to whether they decide, what's right and what's wrong. What I'm trying to get, I know I'm rambling right now, but it's really put me in a weird situation, right? Like I love Jacob. I love what he does. Do I think he's over the top sometimes? Yes. But I also understand where he's coming from. As a validator, as a relayer, as a co-contributor, as somebody in his position who's been actively protective of the ecosystem in the way that he is and the shit that he's taken, you have to understand that for him, it is a whole personal, you are now cutting into his personal livelihood and many other people that he employs because he's trying to do it in which way he thinks is fair and reasonable and healthy and profitable for the entire ecosystem. And he also feeds mouths. So when he sees practices that undercut or may put the same people that could have possibly been his delegators or been delegations that he could have captured being taken away or being put at risk, They're going to be vocal about it. You guys might think he's over the top, and maybe kind of he is in some ways, but he's got a freaking point. You know, he's got a freaking point. I will say, either we, like Rama's saying right here, either we do it across the board and not just at Gelato, or we just shut up about it already. Because they're not the first ones to do something like this. Not with their G keys, not with rewarding or giving a discount, not with any of this, like undercutting minimum commissions, none of this stuff. Either we do it entirely or we shut up about it. Because it's getting ridiculous already. People are acting ridiculous. People that I still do respect and equally follow as friends and have relationships with, or at odds, and I don't like being in the middle and all this other stuff, but it needs to stop, like, period. I don't know how else to say it. It needs to stop, or else I'll just stop, and we could just go back to being completely down the middle. And I don't, like, again, like I've said this many times, I don't need none of this. We can redelegate and we can stop having people on the channel, but it needs to stop. There's a better way of doing it. You know, I don't know, guys. I thought about how to say this so many times. There's no good way to saying this stuff. Am I being unreasonable?
No,
I don't think so.
It does. It needs to stop.
People should reach out a hand instead of a fist. So, in some way.
Yep. But anyway, so if you guys don't know, check out what Rama put here. I agree with him 100%. As a matter of fact, we had Rama on the on the show, and I agree. I want all the protocols or anything building in our ecosystem to be good. I want to be proven wrong. I want Gelato to succeed. I want Homestead to succeed. I want Notional to succeed. I want Jacob to succeed. I want the health for the Cosmos Hub and for the Cosmos ecosystem, for the IBC gang, to be as best as possible. But with that being said, you do need to bring up things as you see them. So all we're doing is discussing things. We can discuss things fair and reasonable. And if the discussion doesn't go your way, name calling is not the way to go about doing it. Like,
personal attacks are never the way to go about anything, especially in a space like this. It's just irrelevant and should not even be thought of.
Yeah, all of us has done bad things. You're not an angel. You're not the perfect child. You're definitely not somebody to judge somebody else. Jacob, I know a lot of people have attacked Jacob for, stealing a car. He's come out and said it many different times. I respect him for it. That's what growth is as a person. A lot of people in this space talking right now, talking to have misdemeanor charges or felony charges. Period. You don't think that's true? You should go do something else. That's all I'm like. I don't know. Anyway. I'm at a point right now. I'm just going to say this right now. That I don't, it's not fair because I know Homestead's actually, I think he's on vacation or whatnot. But I don't know, like, if I should take a step back and let things play out and just keep doing normal streams for now and just interview people on my own, or what? Because, again, I have relationships on both sides that I'd like to stay, I'd like to keep intact, So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a hard call because Homestead's been around for a while. Even before the NFT Thursdays thing, he was an avid supporter of the streams and the channel, and it would suck for it to have to be like that. But I also wouldn't blame you if that's the route you choose to take for time being.
Well, I mean, for me, it's all about the best interest, right? Like, it's really, really hard. And like, I will say this, oh gosh, I'm going to get real personal right now too. I'm trying to grow something here that's chain agnostic, kind of like Timmy does, right? With Spark IBC. it's really hard when like when I have mods, like obviously I have my 2 mods, Brandon and stuff like that, and we have grits and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say some real stuff, right? It's always really hard because when you have somebody who is like, just going back to Homestead, part of the IBC, has the best interest in mind here, but also now personally has a financial best interest on a whole different community and project and narrative and stuff like that. You know, he's with Gelato. How do you protect? It's not possible. How do you protect the interest of both parties equally? You can't. You're going to protect the side that you have something vested into. I'm not faulting anybody for that, but this is why I don't take allocations from anybody. This is why I don't take sponsorships. This is why I don't do that stuff. You can't do it. You know, so like even with mods, like I'm just going to say it. How can you keep the best interest of what we're doing here if you're modding everywhere? It's a hard discussion, but I got to be real about it, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do what I do. Not a lot of people can say that they want to forego all profits, you know how many, guys, I'm telling you right now, you know how many, Brandon and you guys know this. How many people approach me about validators? Do you know how many partnerships that I've passed down? How many sponsorships I've passed down? Do you know how many free money I could have taken to sell out and put me in a better financial position? Every week.
Yeah, more than a handful.
Every week I pass something down. And it gets harder and harder and harder. I'm not going to lie. It gets harder and harder and harder as time goes by. Because YouTube don't pay me nothing. You know? And it's a struggle bus to grow on. I think we've been stuck at 1960 for subscribers for forever on YouTube.
I think, honestly, that's the thing about you. Why, I mean, you stay true to yourself. And I think that the followers you have and the people that are there are exactly loving that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like you try to put a certain narrative or something out.
Yep, but it's getting to the point now where it's getting really, because, man, not just crypto YouTube, but you know, Cosmos, not crypto YouTube, but like not just crypto social media, but like Cosmos ecosystem social media, like whatever, has been just freaking littered with its problems. It's getting to the point. I don't know.
There's just too much drama.
Oh, I don't know. You know, we're gonna keep it on. Don't get me wrong at all. Like I said, individually, I'll burn this whole bitch down. Every bad actor. You know, I'm saying all that stuff, but I mean with data, with respect, with poise. People got to learn when you're in business and when you're, especially in front of people, you need to have some poise to yourself. You need to know how to engage. And when I say I'll burn this whole bitch down, like, all I'm doing is, I mean, I'll put a flashlight on problems. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one with bucket of water to put it out. You know? But, yeah, it is definitely getting harder and harder. As people are trying to fight for self-profitability, liquidity, use in the space, it's getting to be a bit much. It's getting to be a bit much. But we ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I don't need none of this. So I could keep doing this indefinitely. It don't bug me. But yeah, maybe just some food for thought for anybody that knows me. Like, hey, I haven't said much, but that's what's been on my mind. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's good to speak certain things out.
Yeah. Wow.
Put it out off your chest. So.
Yep. Did I miss anything, guys? I'm sorry. I had to get it off my chest. You know, I have my concerns with some of these business practices, with some of these use cases that are out there, with some of these, the way people are interacting with each other. And I just, the whole reason why I started this channel is because we deserve better and we need better. So, I don't know.
I agree.
If you guys
Hell
like
yeah.
that, I can promise you one thing. This place, the Discord that we run for IBC Gang, will always have the interest of the people at mind first and foremost over myself or anything else that we're doing, right? If you guys like that, if you guys would, please help us grow. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, come like these videos and subscribe, hit that little bell notification. It would help us out tremendously. It helps you guys out. The more people that see these videos, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets, the more exposure you get to what means or to how I've been profitable. Can't give you guys financial advice. And hopefully, it'll help you guys out. So help us out, guys. Help us out. With that being said, I'm sorry for the late stream. It's already almost 11:30. We're going to be probably jumping onto the Discord here in a minute. So if you guys want to join us in the Discord. We're going to be getting out of here. Peace. I promise I'll be on time tomorrow. Later, guys.
Have a good one.